ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। So today we'll learn regarding Dronaji's birth. Drona's dad was Bharadwaja Rishi, Bharadwaja Muni. He was a very powerful Rishi, and once in the forest he was doing the penance, he was doing meditation, and he saw a beautiful Apsara, and her name is Grihatachi. Grihatachi. Her name is Grihatachi. And she was extremely beautiful and charming. By seeing her, passion came and the creative energy fell from him, came out from him, and it fell in a container. Container in English we call it pot, container, a patra. And lo and behold, from that creative energy, a form was born, a boy was born. And since it was born from a pot, from a patra, he was called as Drona. Drona means a pot. So that's why his name was Drona. Drona because he was born in a pot. Now it may look silly that how one can be born in a pot, but we see test tube babies and all those things. But that is, it is the God's will. In the God's creation, anything can happen. Also, we see there is where one needs a female partner, but in some cases the male and female are in the same. So it is not a some utopian idea or something. And Drona was born. And when he was, he grew in the Bharadwaja Muni's ashram. Bharadwaja Muni was the guru, and he has a gurukula. So he was teaching. Dronacharya was learning from there. And there came Drupada, the king of, at the time he was a young prince from Panchala. So he came there also, he learned. So Dronacharya, in his childhood, Drona and Drupada, they became very close to each other. Then as the Gurukula, that duration was getting over, Drupada told to Drona that you come to my kingdom and then I will give you some land and there you become the king, you rule over that area. So both will stay together. Our friendship will never break. Always will continue after this too. And Dronacharya casually he just told yes. That's all. And he didn't pursue that. That was not his ambition. He never wanted to become a very famous, or he didn't want to be very wealthy and with a lot of comforts. He didn't want that. So he was very poor, and his wife was Krupi, who was the sister of Krupacharya. Krupacharya was the teacher for the Kauravas and Pandav brothers. But then they had a child. His name was Aswathama. But they're extremely poor. Dronacharya was very poor, and Aswathama will play with all his friends. And after the game is over, they'll be given milk, and they will drink. Also, Aswathama also wanted to drink milk, but he was so poor, and all others they neglected him. They will take rice powder and put in the water, and it will like white liquid, and they will give to Aswathama. But Aswathama will cry because he wanted to drink milk. Then he went and told to his mother, Krupi, and Krupi cried because they have nothing; they cannot afford milk at all. Then when Dronacharya came home, and he saw that Krupi is crying and she is unhappy. Then he asked the cause, why you are unhappy? What happened? Then she told that the whole story, that there is no milk, nobody gave milk to him, but he wanted to milk. We cannot afford. Where will give the milk? We cannot keep a cow because we don't have money. Then Dronacharya, don't worry. I'll get the cow and this problem will be over for all time to come. Then he remembered his friend Drupada. So he went to Panchala. When he came, Drupada ignored him, and to add salt to injury, Drupada told him that when Dronacharya told that we are friends, do you remember you were telling me in the Gurukula that we'll stay together, and I need only one cow only I need. I don't need anything else. Then Drupada told her, which friendship are you talking of? In the Gurukula, that is forget that. That is so many years have passed, and friendship can only be made between equals. But you are such a poor person. He didn't tell that. Only friendship is made between two equals. That only he told. And he insulted Dronacharya. And Dronacharya, he cannot tell anything anyhow. He's a poor person, and that is his kingdom, Drupada's kingdom. Now he has become a king because his father died, he became the king. So he cannot tell anything. So he came back, but he promised in mind that one day I'll teach him a lesson. That he tells that friendship is made between equals. I'll prove that we are nowhere less, we are all equal. Then he thought of creating an army. He wanted to train somebody so that who can kill Drupada. That was, he took that vow. But how God helped him, like last time I was telling the story, that when he came, he saw the Pandavas and Kaurav brothers, they were playing, and the ball fell in the well, and how and they were trying to different ways. But Dronacharya told that since you have learned the archery, you can use your skill to bring that ball to the top from the well. It's how we cannot bring. Then he himself he shoot arrows and made a like a chain kind of thing. Then he brought it outside. Then the Pandavas and Kauravas, they were brother princes. They were they were very attracted by his skills, and they told to Bhishma Pitamaha, and Bhishma Pitamaha knew Dronacharya. He has heard, so now he appointed Dronacharya to take care of the Kaurav Pandav brothers' learning of archery and all other warfare. The Dronacharya, after he learned from his dad, he went to Parshuram, and there he learned a lot of things. He got a lot of these divine weapons, and he was very powerful. He's training the So since he has got a lot of skills and he has learned from Parshuram, who is the greatest teacher, so he trained the Kauravas and Pandavas very well. But he was especially very fond of Arjuna. Arjuna, because his sincerity, his devotion, his Guru Bhakti were unparalleled. All others were, particularly Duryodhana and all the Kauravas, they were very arrogant, very egoistic. But and they will not have that kind of reverence to Dronacharya, because Duryodhana was thinking that okay, I am a princess and he's just a teacher. That's all. But Arjuna was his most favorite student, disciple, and of course his son Aswathama. He was also a great warrior. He loved these two people, Aswathama, and the other is Arjuna. Then one day it happened that Dronacharya took all the students, that means all the Kauravas and Pandava brothers, princes, in the forest they were going, and they have a dog with them. And the dog saw somebody. Dog went a little ahead, and it saw somebody. Somebody is wearing the leopard skin, and somebody. And so this dog started barking. But then suddenly they saw that then all the Pandavas and Kaurava brothers, they started running. Why the dog is barking? When they followed, immediately they saw that the dog is not able to bark at all, not able to open his mouth, because somebody has stitched the mouth with arrows. Then they were, who did this? It must be a great archer, but there is nobody here. Then suddenly they found, and Dronacharya is also with them. They found a tribal boy. His name is we know as Ekalabya, but he has shoot that those arrows, and he has sealed. He has stitched the mouth um, of the dog. Then Dronacharya also saw. He was surprised that who can do this. There is nobody who knows this art, but he knows this one. So and he has not taught anybody this art, even not Arjuna. So how it can happen? So they suddenly, they when they were searching, they came across this Ekalabya. Ekalabya, his name was actually Abhidmanyu. His name was Abhidmanyu. When he was born, his name was given by Abhidmanyu. His name was given as Abhidmanyu, and he was called as Abhaya. And his father was Hiranyadhanus, and mother was Sulekha. Hiranyadhanus and Sulekha. So Ekalabya actually learnt in the Gurukula, in the Nisada Gurukula, because he's a tribal boy. So he was learning. They have the Gurukula, so he was learning there. But his teacher was very much impressed by his sincerity and his skills in archery, and he had a lot of passion to learn more and more regarding archery. So his Gurukula teacher gave his name Abhimanyu. So from that day, his name was Abhimanyu, but then he was known as Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu had heard that Dronacharya is the greatest archer, so he wanted to learn from him. So one day he approached Dronacharya, but Dronacharya told that no, I don't teach. I teach only Kshatriyas. I don't teach. But he was himself was a Brahmin, but he was not teaching any tribal people or lower caste. But it is not because lower caste, because he has taken the job to teach only the Kshatriyas, not anybody else. And the other thing, the Abhimanyu, the um, since he was very much interested and he was not a Kshatriya, Dronacharya denied him. Not because of anything else, he denied him. But that really didn't deter Abhimanyu to learn. So he made a pratima, he made a statue of Dronacharya, and will learn. He will bow down. He will do the puja to the murti, and he will learn this Dhanur Vidya. As a result, he has now mastered. Even he is much greater than even Arjuna. When Dronacharya saw Abhimanyu, he asked that where did you learn this art? Then Abhimanyu told that it is from you. It is from you. He told, no, I have not taught you. You have not, you came, but I could not accept you because I only taking the Kshatriyas. No, I have learned. Then he showed him that he has made a Pratima of Dronacharya and he was learning. Then Dronacharya told, previously he has asked for permission, Dronacharya had not given permission, but now he has learned from him that is, so that is not fair. That is a sin. Without Guru's consent, one cannot learn. But anyhow, he has learned. So Dronacharya wanted the Guru Lakshana because previously it happened that uh, mm, that one day at night Dronacharya was sleeping, but he heard the one sound of the bow. He was hearing that somebody shooting arrows. Then he got up, and in dark night he came. He saw a small boy. Then he came near. He saw that it was Arjuna. Arjuna at night he is shooting a target, and he is hitting all the targets perfectly. Then Dronacharya asked that Arjuna, what are you doing? Nobody learns at night. Now, oh Guru, you have taught me. Dronacharya asked him that where do you learn all these things? And I have learned from you only. But the prerana, the inspiration I got from Bhima to do at night. Now, what Bhima has to do with this one? Now, Bhima, one day he was eating at night, and one cannot even see the hand, but he was eating, and the food was going directly to the mouth. Then I asked Bhima Bhaya that, oh brother, how can you cannot see in your mouth, you cannot see anything, but how can you take the hand is going every time to the mouth? Then Bhima told Arjuna, the hands are also eyes. Even though in the darkness we cannot see, but still the hand will go to the right place, it will catch the food and it will take to the mouth. So that was my prerana. That means hands have eyes. So if hands have eyes, then at night also it can see. Even though our eyes are not working, hands have their own eyes. So that's why I am learning. Dronacharya was very impressed, and with his humility and with his Guru Bhakti, and he told Arjuna, I will make you the greatest archer on this earth. That promise Dronacharya had given to Arjuna. But now, when he sees that Ekalavya has learnt more than Arjuna, and without being taught by him, so in order to, because Arjuna has to fulfill a purpose, later it will come. That's why he made sure that there is nobody greater than Arjuna, no archer greater than Arjuna is present on this earth. So to fulfill that, because he has promised to Arjuna, and Arjuna also told that, oh Guru, I am not the greatest archer, because you have told me that you will make me the greatest archer, but there is somebody else is much more than me. Then that was in his mind that how he will achieve this one. Suddenly, this chance came, and Dronacharya asked for Gurudakshina. He told, anything you ask, I will give you. No problem at all. Then Dronacharya asked to give the thumb. So he caught the thumb immediately without any hesitation, and happily he surrendered. He kept at the feet of Dronacharya. So from that day, because the thumb is needed to shoot the arrow, but he cannot hold any arrow. So the possibility of being the greater than Arjuna will is diminished a lot. Now Aswatthama, now Ekalavya thumb is gone, but still he could shoot arrow. It was not a problem at all. It is not necessary that one should have all the limbs to become a great warrior. Ekalavya proved that one. And then, if there is Guru Bhakti is there, then whether Guru is near or accepting, not accepting, that doesn't really matter. It is not Guru, whether Guru is accepting the disciple or not. If the disciple is interested in learning, disciple can learn. For learning, we don't need anybody else. We learn ourselves to be available. To be available. and then nobody is else is needed. So Ekalabya became a great archer. In the meantime, what has happened? One day, Dronacharya, Kaurav brothers, and the Pandava brothers, they were going to the Ganges, and Dronacharya told them that I want to take bath and I will do pray to Lord Sun to give different kind of powers. So all of you wait. So all the disciples, they waited on the side of the Ganges, and Dronacharya entered into water. And when he was praying, in the meantime, a, a crocodile came and caught his leg, and he was crying for help. All the Pandavas, Kaurava brothers, they don't know what is to be done. Kaurava brothers, they ran to the kingdom to ask for help. But among the Pandava brothers, they didn't go. Particularly Arjuna took his bow and arrow, and he shot the arrow. He shot so many arrows, and that really kept the two jaws of the crocodile. The crocodile's jaws could not come together; it could not close. So Dronacharya released his leg, and he saw that Arjuna has done that one. So he came to the riverside, and Arjuna bowed down, and he was very impressed. Nobody has to tell anything. He was very impressed with Arjuna, his sincerity. Previously, he has seen that he is learning. He is learning at night, and then at this time he saved him from the crocodile. So there was a lot of joy in the Drona's mind to towards Arjuna. He told that there are two things that is very important for a warrior. One is the that a warrior should not have. These are the two enemies of a warrior, of anybody who wants to achieve success. One is called the fatigue, and the other is called the sleep. If one is sleeping too much, or always one is feeling tired, then that person cannot achieve great things. These are the two greatest enemies of a warrior. And the greatest friends of a warrior, it is parishrama. Parishrama means effort, self-effort, and the other is called savadhan, alertness. These two are the greatest friends. And Arjuna, you have these two friends, and you don't have these two enemies, you have destroyed them. So that's why one day you will be the greatest archer. Then when um, Arjuna saved him from the crocodile's mouth, again all the blessings came out of from Dronacharya. And after some time, all the Kaurav brothers, they came and ran, and Dronacharya asked, "Where did you go?" "No, we went for help." "Oh, Guru, we want for help so that they will help you because you are caught in the crocodile's mouth." And in the meantime, Bhima told to Duryodhana particularly that you are all cowards, and instead of helping the Guru, he ran away. And Duryodhana got very angry on Bhima. At that time, Dronacharya interfered, and he told that, you know, the ahankara is the greatest obstacle, is steals away how much talent one may have. If one has the ahankara is like the ahankara is like the heat which will evaporate all the talent. Talents are like mist. They can go away in how talented a person may be, it will disappear in no time if there is ahankara is there. Ahankara destroys, and only humility, vinamrata, really takes a person in the path of success. He didn't undermine anybody, he didn't accuse anybody, but he told that to particular Duryodhana, because Duryodhana was always very arrogant. So this is a, and he was so pleased with Arjuna, he gave him the Brahmastra, the mantra. He told to Brahmastra that whenever you chant this mantra, the astra will come to you and you are invincible. But he gave a caution that don't use it for ordinary reason. It should be and don't use on the poor people, don't use those who don't have any arms, or don't do for wrong causes, don't to take revenge. No. And Arjuna has never deviated from that at all. Now let us come to Aswatthama. Aswatthama didn't get the milk, so Dronacharya went to Drupada. Drupada insulted him. Then, after that, he became the teacher of the Kauravas and Pandava brothers because Bhishma Pitamaha engaged him as the teacher. So, from that day, Dronacharya stayed in Hastinapur. Of course, he was married to Krupi, who is the Krupacharya staying in Hastinapur. He was the teacher, but now Dronacharya is the teacher for all the Kauravas and Pandavas. Now, his main aim was to train somebody. He saw that Arjuna is really quite capable, and he trained him. And when the teaching was over, the convocation day, he wanted Guru Dakshina from them. Of course, everybody wanted to give the Guru Dakshina. That time, Dronacharya told to capture Drupada. Then Duryodhana told, I will bring him now. Anything, because he's young and energetic and they have learnt new, so he was little excited. So, okay, I will bring him and put Drupada at your feet, O Guru. Then they went to fight with Drupada, and the Kauravas first they went because nobody has to come. I will do. Then he took few of his brothers and the army. Then he fought with Drupada, but he was badly defeated. He came with shame and with his head down. He came back, and of course, Dronacharya told that arrogance really brings a person down. So that's why you didn't succeed. Then Pandava brothers, then he told to Pandava brothers, didn't tell that we'll go. But Dronacharya told Arjuna and Yudhishthira to go and bring Drupada Maharaj. Then Arjuna went and he didn't, and Dronacharya told that don't kill, just bring him here. Because he really loved Drupada. Dronacharya didn't want him to be killed. So the Pandava brothers, they went and they fought with Drupada. Drupada was a very great king. He was a very great warrior. But he was defeated and he was tired and he was brought to Dronacharya. And Dronacharya told that, now you are defeated, so your entire kingdom is mine now. Is mine. So now we are equal. When I came there, you told that friendship is made between two equals. So now we are equal because now really you are a bandi. You are jailed. You are tired. So you don't have the kingdom. You are like a beggar now. But now I am the king because the entire land belongs to me. But I will not do that. But half of the kingdom will be mine, and half of the I am giving you half because it is now mine. So half will be yours and half will be mine. So he ruled over that half the kingdom so that they will stay equal. They will remain as equal and friends because Dronacharya wanted to be friend with Drupada all the time. But when Dhrishtadyumna was born, and again Sikhandi, of course Sikhandi for the Bhishma Pitama, but Dhrishtadyumna, he didn't like Dronacharya at all. So this, of course, he beheaded Dronacharya in the time of Mahabharata. That will come later. But let us come to Ekalavya and Dronacharya. Ekalavya, after he gave the thumb to Dronacharya, also he remained as a great warrior. But he could have been bigger than Arjuna. But how Bhagavan's plan is different. He joined the army of Jarasandha. Ekalavya joined the army, and Jarasandha is always against Lord Sri Krishna. So, and Jarasandha was the king of Magadha, and he attacked the Yadava so many times. He will go and attack. So then there will be fight between the Yadavas and the Magadha kingdom. Always there will be fight. One time, and so many times it has happened, and Ekalabya joined. So Ekalabya killed people mercilessly. All the Yadus were getting killed like left and right. Because he was a great, even though his thumb is taken, but still he is a very invincible force. Then Bhagavan Sri Krishna told that unless the Ekalabya is killed, this is all the Yadu will be completely destroyed. Because this one person will destroy. It is Jarasandha did not have to do anything. Actually, Jarasandha was trying to destroy Bhagavan Sri Krishna and his entire kingdom. But Jarasandha is not needed. This Ekalabya will do everything. Now, and this Ekalabya's dad, who is the Hiranyadhanus, was in the was with the Jarasandha. That's why he fought with Jarasandha. Though his guru is Dronacharya really loved Bhagavan Sri Krishna. He should have been in the always in the side of the Pandavas. In the Mahabharata war also, he didn't find he was not in the on the side of the Pandavas. Kauravas he joined. But anyhow, in that war between the Yadavas and Jarasandha, Bhagavan Sri Krishna on his own he came and he has to use the Sudarshan Chakra, the highest weapon what Bhagavan Sri Krishna always wields in his hand. He sent the Sudarshan Chakra to cut off Ekalabya's head. So there was no way. Now the path is clear for Arjuna, and Drona's promise to Arjuna that he will be the greatest archer. And that really, not only he told, he, of course, he did little manipulation here and there to keep that up. And he was never in, though he was in the Hastinapur and he was working under Dhritarashtra. He never liked means never liked the arrogance of Duryodhana. Though he was serving indirectly Duryodhana, but he never was in favor of Duryodhana. He knew that he would stay in Hastinapur, but will always praise Arjuna. That really didn't go well with Duryodhana. He will tell very harsh words against Dronacharya. But Dronacharya was not he was not getting swayed away by the words of Duryodhana at all. He knew what is his capability. He was great, no doubt, but his arrogance was his greatest trouble. So Dronacharya was such a great force, and he was a great guru and a great archer. He was a Brahmin. Sometimes people they tell that okay, actually he should not have fought in the Mahabharata war. He should not have taught this to the Kauravas or Pandavas, this archery. Because he's a Brahmin. He has to do the Brahmin dharma, not Kshatriya dharma. But he has never. He was a really Kshatriya born in a Brahmin family. He was a great archer. This is regarding Dronacharya and Ekalabya. And today we'll stop there. And this story of Dronacharya is very fascinating. That how he was born and how he learned by his devotion and his no poverty and material, all the comforts didn't deter become for him to become the greatest archer of those days. And with that, we stop this story. And next time we'll have so many interesting stories regarding Dhrishtadyumna and regarding Draupadi and regarding Shikhandi and how they came and how they were the cause for the greatest purpose of Lord to be or of the destiny to be fulfilled later. These three were the great characters, Dhrishtadyumna and Shikhandi, of course, Draupadi Maharaj. That so next time we'll see how Dhrishtadyumna and Draupadi they were born. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Swamiji, I have a question.
Hariom Swamiji.
Swamiji, what is the name of that Apsara, that Bharadwaj Rishi, and Apsara's name?
That Apsara's name is Ghritachi.
Huh?
Ghritachi. Ghritachi.
Ghritachi.
Ghritachi.
Yes.
Ghritachi.
Oh, okay. And Rishi Bharadwaj and this Apsara Ghritachi's son is a Dronacharya.
He was born.
Okay.
But they're not married, but he was born.
Right.
Swamiji, great story of Dronacharya.
Amazing, Swamiji.
Amazing story.
That's why these are the pride of India.
Yes.
They're very inspiring. So, and how they're so powerful. And whoever was born, it is not that their birth was just for no reason.
Yes.
There was they were born for a great cause, and that one, as it unfolds, the story unfolds, what is their greatness? Why one may think that, okay, how he was born like this? What is the,
yeah.
It is a very, not a very praiseworthy birth.
Yes.
Great. So,
Swamiji, say the friendship, childhood friendship between Dronacharya and Drupad and Krishna and Sudama, see how it goes. Who keeps the promise, how it fertilizes into your actions. You know, one goes to right way, one goes wrong way.
Right. Yes.
After you try to maintain, if you don't maintain friendship, even can bite you.
Yes.
Both friends in childhood, but how they maintain their friendship and did not maintain friendship.
Right. Dronacharya, of course, punished Drupada, but he maintained he didn't make him less or anyway, because he has told that only.
No, so poor, but he really, Krishna remembers. There's a character of Krishna, there's a character of Dronacharya. How it goes.
Right. I was talking regarding Dronacharya and Drupada, how Dronacharya taught in a hard way that friendship is not to just create a break. No.
Yes.
All the time.
And Swamiji, Dronacharya remained with the Kaurava, even though he did not appreciated Kaurava's.
No, not because of that. Not because of that. He really Bhishma Pitamaha. He didn't marry, but he told that he didn't have any child or he didn't take any the kingdom. He told that always I'll support whoever is the king of Hastinapur.
Okay.
He has told, and always protect against any other enemies if they come and attack Hastinapur. And that same Bhishma Pitamaha has appointed Dronacharya as the teacher.
Okay.
The teacher for the entire Kaurava Pandavas, means entire Hastinapur.
Okay.
So he was really acting to protect Hastinapur. He was not. He liked only Ashwatthama and Arjuna, but that doesn't mean that he was hating Duryodhana. But he was staying with the Kauravas because he wanted to protect Hastinapur. That's not Duryodhana.
Yes, amazing characters.
Right. They are very high caliber. They are thinking
very high caliber. Very high principles.
Yes. Om Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Dishyate Om Santi Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.